Good evening and welcome, friends of all shapes, colors, sizes, and affiliations, to Tealeaf Adventuring Company. My name's LukeTheDM. It's my job to kill everybody. Happy Thursday. So happy to have you guys here. Tonight is a very, very special mission. It is hero tier, but it's the first time we're kind of trying something a little bit different that we haven't done before. This is sort of an unofficial backstory mission for one of the TAC staff members, Selena. It also ties in with the current Corsair Queen and Pieces of 8 questline, so a lot of lore drops, a lot of important stuff's going to be happening all in this mission. It's kind of the, not quite the climax of the arc, but the penultimate mission to this Corsair Queen arc. So I'm super excited about it. We've got a great crew of heroes ready to go tonight. Some right on the cusp of Guardian tier. So we're all itching to play. But before we start rolling dice and getting into the story of it, we do have some announcements to get through. First and foremost, running through the schedule of games. Next Thursday, there is not going to be a game. I know we just missed 2 weeks, and now I'm just taking another week off. But I'm going to be on vacation, and other people need a break too. So no game on the 16th, but there might be some like fun friend slap kind of stuff in the Discord. The 23rd is going to be some adventurer tier because we haven't given enough love to our AT folks. And then the 30th is going to be the Nikki Breyer backstory mission for Candy. So some sorority girl college party sort of vibes. Really funny. And then we've also got the next backstory mission cashed in after that one, which is going to be Val, played by Tig, Father Tig. That one's going to be sometime in August. No date confirmed on that one yet, but we've got 2 backstory missions cashed in. We have for the local homies, we do have a special sort of local event, not necessarily affiliated with D&D, but if anybody's interested, 2 of our TAC staff people are getting married and they're having a Jack and Jill, and so if people want to buy tickets and help support their little wedding and all that good stuff, you can reach out to Mr. Weewoo or to Melvin or to Pengy Rage to buy tickets and support an awesome cause. And if you can't make it, I'm being told I won't be there sadly because I'm leaving on vacation Saturday morning, and I'm really bummed about it. Well, bummed about missing it, not about the vacation. But I guess there's like a shitload of raffle baskets and stuff. I know, I wish I could be there. Don't buy tickets from Toho. Buy them from WeWoo. I guess there's some sort of contest going on. Oh, no
Who's gonna be at
contest?
the door
Okay.
first, Toho or Weewoo?
Good question. But yeah, I did want to mention that because they're amazing, awesome people, and they deserve all the love and kindness and support that this community can offer. So if you're interested, definitely reach out. We have all of our social links, exclamation point, easy for me to say, exclamation point links in the chat. It's going to give you to our link tree. Please check out the YouTubes and the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the Blue Skies and the Etsy shop. Take a look at our merch because all that's good stuff and helps support the channel. Mr. Weewoo, you got anything else for me? I think that's a pretty extensive thing.
That is a negative from the director.
Alrighty, we are good. Then in that case, we're gonna dive right into it, folks. I am anticipating this hero tier mission is probably going to be about 3 missions long, so we'll, again, hero tier missions, because I want to make more room for role play and really get to know our characters, and also combat just takes exponentially longer as characters level up. It'll be the same crew locked in for several episodes until the overall mission is complete. That being said, players, if you want to make like a copy of your character sheet and just have that be just for this mission, so you keep track of your health and spell slots in between sessions, I would highly advise doing that before we get started here. Whatever method works better. I know you can clone your character sheet on Roll20, so that's a useful method. You can just label it like hero tier copy of blah, blah, blah. But anyway, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to roll through with our intro, and our mission begins tonight, as they always do, in the beautiful free city of Kadoria on a lonely peninsula to the north of the Midnight Sea. There on the prime thoroughway drag known as Avandra's Alley, just as it turns right into the south onto Melora's Way, in that central town square known as Ava's Piazza, sits a beautiful three-story mansion which now serves as the Tealeaf Adventuring Company Guild Hall. And our view sort of pans in through the window very, very, very early in the morning before most of the people have woken up and gone through their normal business. You would see a familiar halfling woman, maybe late 30s, early 40s, sort of light blonde hair, kind of sandy, graying at bits, kind of tied back into this very, very long braid that kind of rests over her shoulder. Dazzling green eyes, sort of light, flexible, seaworthy sailor's armor. Selena Tealeaf currently gets up from her chair and kind of stokes the fire in the fireplace. She kind of looks up at the giant mounted taxidermy manticore head and kind of smiles as she sits back down at this sort of one round table here in the guild lounge. Her winter wolf animal companion, this massive, taller at the shoulder than even the halfling woman, snow white wolf, curled up sort of around the legs of the chair, just snoozing away, kind of lazily opens one eye to acknowledge her and then goes back to pretending to be asleep. You see Selena remove a necklace from around her neck and sort of lay it down onto the table amongst various maps and charts and notes and books. You get the sense that she has not slept tonight. You can see bags under her eyes. What little bit of makeup, if she is wearing it, is sort of fading and smudged a bit. Her clothes are slightly disheveled, her hair a little unkempt. But she's been hard at work, studying, learning, plotting something. As dawn breaks and as the city kind of begins to come alive, the rest of you guys slowly but steadily wake up at your own usual pace. Just another day here in the free city of Kadoria. And go about your morning business. And as sort of the serendipitous nature of this place connects all of you down one by one into the guild lounge, you see Ted behind the bar. You see magical plates of food and beverages going back and forth, carrying refreshments to whoever need them. But Selena's there kind of tucked in her corner with Admiral just sort of 1,000-yard gaze staring at these maps, kind of resting a hand against her temple, just lost in thought, staring at these maps. She seems simultaneously very at home and comfortable, but just also amidst some of the normal like whimsy and comfort of this place, she stands out as remarkably stressed and anxious about whatever's concerning her.
Skamos would approach and ask, "What seems to be the problem?"
She kind of, although her eyes have been open, you see she kind of almost snaps out of this trance-like state. She kind of yawns a little bit, wipes some sleep from her eyes. She pulls out a flask from her hip and unscrews it, takes a swig, grimaces. How's it going, Skamos? A lot. I don't know how else to phrase it.
Oh,
Yeah,
You go ahead. You go ahead.
No. Have a seat. Have a seat.
He sits
I've
down.
just been. You see, Admiral kind of like not quite snarls, but sort of in the way that a large dog would, sort of acknowledging the screeching of the chair pulling out and just acknowledging Skamos' presence. She sort of reaches out and grabs the chain necklace on the table and sort of reaches up, and you can see there are 7 of these similar, maybe like slightly larger than $50 sized medallions. They look like weird tarnished sort of gold and platinum and silver, almost like sundials, very like ancient treasure doubloon sort of vibes, each with a hole at the top which she sort of fed this chain through. And as they kind of like clank and jangle together, almost like a set of like baby's keys at this point, you can get the sense that the necklace has some heft to it with this many of on there. She kind of picks it up and puts it back down at the top of her map. That is what's been keeping me up at night.
Skamos will look over it. Look over the was it necklace you said?
Mhm.
Yeah, he looks over it. Would I recognize anything on it?
So just from context and being around the Tealeaf Adventuring Company, you would know from just chatting with your fellow guildmates or seeing headlines or reports of missions. The Tealeaf Adventuring Company's been hard at work to collect all of these different individual talismans that are collectively known as the Pieces of 8. Right now, you have, or Selena has 7 out of the 8. There is 1 more remaining piece. And you would also know, I assume, again, kind of above the table, I assume characters talk, even if it's not in tavern chat or even if it's not in game. I assume you guys all are vaguely aware of the goings on of different missions.
You would have heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, you would know that the reasoning and the importance of collecting all of these pieces of 8 is that it's going to allow Selena and Tack to finally contact and have an audience with this sort of legendary, infamous individual known as the Corsair Queen. And
So
the Corsair Queen is the supposed true heir to the throne of the Holy Empire of Dios.
well, that's intertwining a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what these look like. I've only heard about them from stories from others. I haven't actually gone around to asking for the nitty gritty. Only heard things in passing.
Yeah, no, knock yourself out. Take a look. And she kind of like lazily tosses the necklace. It kind of lands with a clunk right in front of you.
Thumbs through them,
Oh.
like looks over them. Anything of like any religious significance or anything that would be like notable to Skamos as like a person, a cleric?
Yeah, actually, go ahead and make me a religion check.
Where there it is. This one. Oh, okay. Did it not roll into here? Uh-oh. Okay, I rolled a
No, it did not.
Shit. That's rough.
I saw the rolls. It was a 14.
I rolled it twice by accident, but the first one was 17.
Okay.
We'll take a 17. Yeah, if you can just, as we're talking, try to figure out that beyond 20 thing to get the rolls to flow over, that'd be cool. But as Skamos is looking these over sort of through the eyes of a cleric and through the eyes of a religious context, it's interesting. Now that you're physically holding these and touching these and getting a close up and close look at these, you don't recognize any specific markings or symbols or depictions of any deity that you are implicitly aware of. But it feels, there's just sort of this innate feeling like the symbols and the just like the metallurgy here almost has the sort of most dimmest celestial nature to it. You can't quite put your finger on it with a 17. You don't know any specifics, but you just get the sense that this is some sort of niche religious something. It's just hard to get any more specific than that.
There we go. It rolled through.
There we go.
I got it. Oh, Well, funny enough, there's some stuff on here I do recognize, but only vaguely, as it's more something I've heard about in passing as well. That's interesting.
Well, the story goes that this Corsair Queen lady went around giving these things out to, I don't know, the most badass pirates she could find or whatever, and spread them out and hoping that nobody would ever get them all. I don't really understand the logic of that, but I don't know. Maybe when we get this last one, we can ask her. What is weird
Hopefully.
though is they seem to be attracted to one another. Like they're constantly trying to piece themselves together. And as she says this, you kind of notice, and it sort of clicks in your mind, even as you're just sort of holding them, there's this like very sort of weak magnetic attraction between them. You almost have to like force them apart from one another as they like loop together on this, and they almost like naturally want to like click together and form like one continuous unit along this necklace. It's this weird sort of magical effect that kind of like defies physics a little bit.
Do we know where the next piece would be, or is this? Are we trying to figure this out?
Yeah. Yeah. She reaches to the flask, unscrews it, and takes another long pull.
Is it in a rough area? You seem to be weathering yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out exactly how I want to handle this. And I definitely know, as much as I don't want to drag anybody else into my bullshit, I'm gonna need some help. But I don't know. 5 seems to kind of be our lucky number around here. And she kind of like looks up towards the stairs as Callie is kind of coming down from her bedchamber down to the lounge. Kind of throws up a hello.
Callie is kind of like toweling off after a workout session and just like, hey girl, fuck Dios, am I fucking right?
Hey.
Yeah, I was just telling Skamos here. Maybe we should get a few other people before I go through the whole spiel of this.
Yeah, rather not repeat this story 5 times.
Yeah.
Ezra just kind of comes over and sits down like she's been sitting at the bar listening this entire time.
So it's finally time to get the last piece, huh?
Gregor, you were around when I got this first one, huh?
First one, last one. Yeah.
Kind of feels poetic in a way.
Callie's
good to
gonna
get some closure on this one.
Callie's gonna kind of like duck underneath one of the tables and just make the here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on, I know.
Scurrying out.
I know you're there. There he is.
It's like full on like a lizard mode, like legs out to the sides. It's just
If I can count right, I think, is that us?
Yeah. Here, you guys. I'm gonna have to explain some stuff. So take a swig, pass it around. She hands the flask over to Skamos.
Throws it back.
It's fucking vile. It is like the groggiest, like syrupy rum that kind of has this like sour aftertaste. It's turpentine. It's like almost vomit inducing.
Want me to roll a check?
You can stomach it. You can stomach it, but it's like we were not expecting something so vile first thing in the morning. This is some pirate
it's
booze.
freshly burned off.
Yeah. And she kind of like gestures to keep passing it around the circle.
Hands it over.
Yeah. The last piece of
Well-
8 is in the hands of an individual by the name of Captain Amelia of the Black Tide. She kind of swallows, and you can see like it feels like every single word she has to like force out of her mouth. Like this is a painful subject for her to talk about. Just sort of like passive insight. You get the sense that it's a bit of a sore subject for her. The Black Tide. Does anybody heard of them here before?
Would I
So
have?
wasn't that your
I'm-
old
I'm-
crew at one point? Or one
Yeah.
of them? Okay.
Well, old
Ish.
and it's complicated. They've actually helped out a couple times, when they've ran into us out on our adventures and stuff. The Black Tide's a pretty extensive and elaborate pirate confederacy, fleet, group, gang, a few different words for it. It's nothing super like official, but it stretches far and wide, and it's a fairly exclusive group. But once you're invited and made a member and marked, and she sort of gestures to the large, kind of from elbow across up the shoulder, across the collarbone, down her arm, and down to the other elbow. This large, sprawling black kraken tattoo. 'Cause once you've got the mark, you're always a member of the crew, no matter what happens. But it's honestly really, really badass and important group out there. I think the world needs people like the Black Tide in it. And their methods might not be the prettiest or the most well loved by outsiders, but they get shit done. They were like a family to me for a long time, actually. Back when I was just an orphan and I had nothing but my pup here, and she sort of reaches down and gives Admiral some booty pats, and you see the leg go a little bit and the tail kind of fluffs. They gave me a shot. They took me in and they taught me everything I know about sailing and navigating, hunting, surviving, and what's really important out there. Oh, the Black Tide, they're all women, which is another kind of cool thing about them. It's such a fascinating group. They are pirates. They exist outside the law, and they kind of make their own rules as they go. But the Black Tide was never really about power or money or fame or anything like that. It was more about an ideology. It was more about teaching the world a lesson that ladies out there are just as ferocious, just as ambitious, and kick just as much ass as any man out there. And no one's going to tell us otherwise.
Klang's eyes are like fixated on her as she's telling the story.
I'm still a member, but I had a little bit of a falling out with them a while back, and I still keep in touch with a few members, but their captain, Amelia, she wasn't always the captain. She wasn't really my captain. She was actually a crew member alongside me. She replaced Natalia, who was the captain that took me in. But Amelia is she's a tricky one. She's sharp, she's clever, she's fast, and by all means is she's the right kind of gal to be at the head of the Black Tide. I'll give her that. I think she's earned it and she deserves it. But her and I had a bit of a beef back in the day, and I don't know. I'm just worried that when we do go after this last piece of 8, that things are just going to be a little bit more complicated than I'm hoping for.
There's a concern
Going
that
home is
maybe
never easy.
something along the lines of what I was going to say. It was more or less of a concern that your friends might have more ambitious goals these days, is what I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, they're going to go out and spread their fear and their infamy out and kind of do their thing, which is fine. You know, they want to again remind the world that who they are and what they do, and they take what they want. It's going to be personal, and I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Let me put it this way. I don't think Amelia's gonna give the piece up willingly. And I don't think we're gonna be able to just take it from her by force either.
Skamos looks around. It was one of the few times we've been in a group, and I don't think we have a smooth talker this time, so it might be a little bit rougher.
Excuse you.
To be fair, we haven't partied in a while.
It's fair. That's totally fair, Skamos. But I got you. Don't worry. I could talk my way out of almost anything and into most things.
If we
Do
need
you
to
know a
fight, I
distant
can
rim
fight.
shot?
You know that this might be the one time that really, really works in our favor.
Callie's
was that?
Callie's gonna clap Selena on her shoulder and says, "Don't worry, girl. I got your back."
Appreciate it. She kind of gets that, like, you can very much tell she's sleep deprived, and she kind of like stares off onto these maps and stares at the necklace again for an extended period of time before she kind of like wakes up a little bit. Goes, right. The game plan. The Black Tide are an extremely skillful set of pirates, and their activity's pretty much been on the rise in the last couple weeks around the Midnight Sea, which tells me that they're maybe trying to get my attention too. So she's ready for me. She knows I'm coming. As much as I can feel the tug on her piece of 8, she can feel the tug of ours too. I just know it. I can't explain it, but something about being in prolonged contact with these things kind of gives you a sense for it. She's gonna want to make me earn it. That's the crux of these things. But I have a plan, and I think this is going to be the golden opportunity to at least get in front of Amelia, get in front of my former crew, and we'll have to improvise as we go and figure it out. I do just want to say up front, and most importantly, that I think violence is inevitable, but I don't want to kill any of these people if we can help it. Despite our differences, despite the time that's passed, the Black Tide is a family to me, and I care about and respect all these people. So, whatever it takes, I want to try to avoid killing them if we can. That's not to say we can't beat the shit out of them and rough them up and, you know, take what we need to, but non-lethal. That's basically what I'm trying to say, if we can help it.
Fine.
So break all their bones, but as long as they're not dead, we're good.
Right. Now, I'm hoping it won't necessarily come to that. I think we just got to get in front of them and start a dialogue, see what the deal is. But getting in front of Amelia and the Black Tide is the first step. I've been reaching out to all of my contacts and sending out messages, notes in a bottle, even type things. Old pirate magic can be pretty strong in that way, but I get the sense that Amelia's received them and is actively choosing not to respond. She wants to meet on her terms when she wants to. And for better or worse, I think if we're going to get this last piece of 8, I think we're going to have to accept the fact that we're going to be at their mercy, per se. But I've also got a tidbit that I think is going to be our best chance of having this conversation, getting in front of them. If there's one thing Amelia wants, and the Black Tide, for that matter, wants, is to spread their message far and wide to every ocean on this world. And if there's ever an opportunity to make a new introduction to some political force or trade network, the Black Tide's going to seize that opportunity. And it just so happens that an important emissary is currently sailing across the Midnight Sea on their way from the jungles of Onset all the way here to Cadoria. No one's really sure exactly what they're coming here to do or talk about, but Onset's been an isolationist country for over 2 centuries at this point. This is their first real diplomatic contact with any outside nation. That being said, I'm sure they've got some important political figures and diplomats on board this ship, as well as probably a high level of security to protect those important figures. But what an opportunity for the Black Tide to make an introduction.
So our plan is to intercept them before they intercept Onset.
Well, I think if we can lend a hand and demonstrate in good faith that I'm still a member of their crew, perhaps we can start things off as mutual allies, enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to be put on another country's watch list.
Maybe. I've never been to Onset. I don't know a whole lot about them. But for whatever reason, they're sailing up to Cadoria, and I think if we can find that ship, we can find the Black Tide.
I mean, what point is there, being wanted internationally if it's only one country that wants you?
Hey, I'm not against it. I mean, I've never been there. It's no loss if I can't go back.
Right. Again, maybe we can shake these people down and figure out exactly what they want to, but the diplomatic mission to Cadoria is kind of secondary to me. I mean, it's maybe important. We'll figure it out, right?
It's important to your dad.
Yeah, it might be important to mom or dad. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons to come to Cadoria. It's like the fucking most happening place ever, right? Like,
Certainly not
maybe
Tito's.
maybe they want to establish trade or something, and then there'll be more trade caravans to pillage and pirate. We'll see. Again, if I know my crew the way I do, it's not going to be about the plunder, and it's not going to be about killing. It's going to be about making sure these people know not to fuck with the Black Tide. They're going to send a message. So, I don't know. Is my idea crazy?
I mean, aren't all ideas pretty much crazy that we do here?
That's really reassuring. Thank
Definitely
you for your
heard
support.
worse.
The way
Both
I
of
look
them
at it
coming
is we
from
always come
your
up
parents.
we always come up with a plan. We think it's a good plan. The plan immediately goes to shit right away. And then we figure it out and it works out fine like 95% of the time. It's a pretty good percentage.
And the 5% it doesn't. Most of us come back alive.
Yeah, and I mean we've got Gregor, we've got Skamos. I'm not too worried. We're a bunch of badass people.
We are pretty badass.
And when everything falls apart, I'm here.
Yes, you are, Klang. Yes, you
That's
are.
actually reassuring. I rescind my sarcasm. Clang, I appreciate you. You're like a rock, you know?
Ezra raises her hand.
Newbie, what's up?
She signs first and foremost. Basically, onset contains many poisons and was attached to necromancy. And if it looks like none of you understand what she's saying, she kind of like sighs. Okay, fine. If I have to. Onsets, we were there recently with Smith and Leilana. Lee had a mission that needed to be done there. Their land seems to be warped both by poisons and necromancy. It'd do well to be prepared for that, perhaps on this ship.
That's the kind of valuable intel that makes the Tealeaf Adventuring Company really stand out. I thank you. It's Ezra, right? I don't think we've ever like formally said hi, but she reaches out and extends a hand to shake.
She nods and reaches out and shakes Selena's hand.
Also, I'm sorry. Amy was really good at languages and stuff. She kind of shrugs.
Question: did we like do something wrong when we were down there, and that's why they're coming up here? Any idea?
No, we planted a sprig, grafted it to one of the other trees to hopefully protect and rehabilitate the area.
I mean, that sounds like a good thing to me, but people are weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe the little raid we have planned here can be twofold. We'll figure out what the hell they want. Again, kind of secondary, and send them on their way or whatever. The real goal is to get with Amelia. Not get with, but like talk to, and you know what I mean.
I mean, it could be threefold.
Listen, been there, done that. It's not. I mean, you're stuck on a ship with a bunch of other women for extended periods of time. You never mind. I'm just gonna.
If you get it, you get lonely.
There's another joke there, but I won't make it.
Amy
Great.
doesn't seem to mind. That's all I care about.
That does not surprise me in the least.
Anyway, moving on from that topic. Yeah, why don't we plan on poison protection, necromancy, blood magic was their whole big thing. I don't know how big that is still going on down there, but if I know one thing about onset, it's blood magic. So yeah, I guess do your homework, make any preparations you guys want, and why don't we meet up in like, I don't know, say an hour, and I'll get the she-wolf ready.
You got it.
Good.
Sounds good.
Clang hands the empty flask back to her.
She grabs
You
it.
weren't
Kinda,
supposed to drink all of it, Clang.
It was really good.
Is that the
Respect,
I
you
just
gotta,
make
like-
it around the table?
reaches to
Ted, I have
fist
found
bump
your new
Clang.
favorite customer. Clang, meet Ted. You guys are best friends now.
Ted gives
Explains
a
why I
two
didn't make it
arm
on the
salute.
Little kobold hand wave.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna get more grog and get my shit together and brush Admiral, and we'll meet in an hour.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. So I pulled up the world map just so you can kind of see the relative sailing path that you guys are going to be traveling along, and just for a reminder of where everything is in relationship to another. Onset is way far down in the south there, below the Scalding Sands. So, you guys are going to be out on the open sea for quite a bit, but Selena's junk, that her type of ship is called a junk, is more of like a smuggler's ship. It's built for stealth and for speed rather than for combat. And so at full clip with Selena behind the helm, it travels pretty dang fast. That being said, you guys have done the kindness of selecting your hero tier traits ahead of time. I appreciate all that blocking in. Any other conversations, questions, or prep that you guys want to have before we set out?
So it's been a while. Oh,
I was going to say Ezra would probably just help Selena get ready.
Okay.
And bring her maps with her.
Cool.
it's been a while since I've talked to some of you. How are all of you doing?
It's been strange. There's
I can't
nothing else
complain.
to it.
I feel like that's been a common occurrence with everything here to begin with, considering past events.
Yeah, considering your daughter's here now.
Oh yes, how is she? Has anyone had any pleasant interactions? She been good?
I've seen her, haven't seen much, but I've seen her here. I don't think she knew who I was, but well, that's fine.
I try to tell people stories. I try to keep her informed of the goings on because she seemed enthusiastic about wanting to participate after everything that's happened in the past.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, it's really nice of her to help, considering everything that she probably knows more so than other people, and it's nice of you to, to let her make her own choices and do that. I give you a lot of props for that too.
She's her own person. She's an adult, as well as her mother is very much a how do you phrase it? Independent, very independent and strong-willed. So I had no real choice in that matter to begin with.
As someone who had shit parents that wanted to decide everything for my life, I still respect it.
It's nice knowing that hopefully she'll have a good impact in the world.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good little crew here. It constantly seems to be growing.
It's my first mission back after everything, so
You will be fine, Klang. We've
Yeah.
spoken.
yeah.
I got you, buddy. It's gonna be okay. No more. You're not gonna get scared this time around. I promise.
Just like hand like to your knee, just pats.
Yeah, and she's just gonna slip on the bestie bangle just as you do that, and it's just gonna kind of magically like go from probably like 4 sizes too big to just right around your wrist. I got you, bud.
Tall and small.
Cute.
Oh, it has been a long time since I've been on a ship like this.
As you guys gather your things, steel yourselves, and set out, you enter out into Ava's Piazza, taking a right hand, kind of walking around the outskirts, down Melora's Way, through Solomon's Slums, and eventually reaching Coupander's Key, the wharf district here, where Selena and Ezra are currently kind of making preparations. Ezra, you would get to witness for the first time Selena's cool little magic trick here, where she pulls out a small folded piece of paper from her cleavage, and it looks like a small little folded paper boat, and she just kind
That's
of
where I hold all my paper boats, Luke.
she tosses it. It's a convenient little holding pouch. Selena tosses it into the water, and in a poof of steam and smoke, the giant or the mid-sized pirate ship known as the She-Wolf appears with a giant carved sort of admiral-shaped figurehead at the front. The gangplank kind of lazily creaks and falls down onto place into the wharf as sort of a magical, formal welcoming on, and Selena steps right on board and kind of welcomes Ezra behind her.
Ezra kind of like smirks at the magic and scans it in admiration before she steps on behind Selena.
So as the two of you have a bit of a private moment here before the rest of the crew shows up, Selena kind of helps you on board and goes, "Hey, listen, I know you and I don't really know too much about each other, but I just wanted to say thanks for helping out with this one. It's it means a lot, especially from a new family member."
Ezra just like gives a smile and nods. Selena can tell she's not really one for words unless she has to speak. She kind of places her hand over her heart, like a thank you for thinking of me as family motion, and just gives her like a shoulder bump, like, yeah, I've got your back too.
A few awkward moments pass as Selena and Admiral kind of start messing with the rigging. You can see lots of like ropes and movements and just kind of getting set for the journey. With the silence growing ever more palpable and the rest of the crew lagging behind, Selena kind of awkwardly, after a few moments, says, "So, you from the city, or are you from around here? What's your deal?"
She kind of like shakes her head, chuckles softly to herself, and goes, "No, I'm from the Everwood."
Oh wow. That's cool. That's cool.
It was a far journey.
No shit. Wow. So like, what's your go-to like deal? Like, I don't know. She like reaches out and pulls out the flame tongue scimitar, and like it's immediately ignites. She goes like, if you were in a fight, and she like points it towards you in like a very like joking manner, but still like accidentally intimidating. She goes like, how would you fuck me up if you had to?
Ezra just kind of chuckles and like brings up her hands and goes into like a kind of taekwondo kickboxing mix of a stance.
Okay.
Quickly, especially if you hold it like that.
Okay. She like quickly kind of with a flourish sheaths it. Goes, punchy type. I dig it. Cool. Cool. Where is everybody else? Geez. And as she says that, you guys are now just kind of like walking down the staircase, leading from the slums into the quay, and Selena kind of sees you guys and gives you a wave from the deck of the She-Wolf. Okay, they're almost here. Cool. Again, just thank you. And we're gonna get along fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Ezra nods and smiles.
You can tell again, just mannerisms, body language, the tone of her voice. Even though you don't know her super well, Ezra, she's very clearly very nervous.
Mm-hmm.
As the rest of you make your way through the quay and to the gangplank leading up to the She-Wolf, Selena greets you all and welcomes you all aboard. As the last of you makes your way up, the gangplank will magically slide up and sort of knock itself back in its starting position. And Selena kind of looks back and says, Alrighty, Kadoria. Peace out. We'll be back in a little bit. Here we go. And you see,
Like my-
oh, go ahead.
This is like my third time on a boat.
See, I think this is my third time on this boat.
It's a good
I'm just
boat.
gonna walk up to the prow and just, sit on the deck, let my feet hang up on the railing.
I think the last time I was shot out of a cannon.
I don't remember the last time I've been on this boat or a boat. Outside of being on my way here. I probably have, I just don't remember. Everything was teleportation for so long.
You see Selena take a spot where the captain's wheel would be, and Admiral kind of immediately, like, you get the sense that this is a very rehearsed, like, regular routine for both of them. They both sort of take this strange, almost Tai Chi sort of stance, and as they sort of move in this very fluid, flowing, waterbending sort of style, you see the sails and the rudder of the ship actually begin to move on their own as the she-wolf magically, in perfect harmony with the dancing, begins to set sail and leave the harbor of Kadoria, heading south into the Midnight Sea.
Now, I have no idea, like no magic ability to me. However, this movement looks both relaxing and like it consumes time. So Ezra's going to join in with the Tai Chi movements
Okay.
of the crew.
I would like you to make me this will be a performance check, but it's going to be based off of your wisdom instead of your charisma.
Oh, okay. Add 3 to this then.
Okay.
Oh,
So
18. Nice. 19, 20, 21.
21 is pretty solid. After a few moments of observing, I guess especially being trained in martial arts and sort of understanding sort of the kinesthesiology of the movements and sort of the, again, not so much the magic here, but sort of the physical sort of kata style flow of her movements, you manage to sort of pick up the basics of it fairly quickly and sort of like following her lead, following along. Even Admiral, this massive winter wolf, kind of seems to, in her own way, be moving and flowing in a very unwolf-like manner. But it's very beautiful. You join in, and you swear you feel the ship get just the slightest bit faster. Like your movements are actually contributing to pushing this boat along, which is kind of a cool feeling. You don't know if it's sort of psychosomatic, or if you're actually contributing to the magic here. But either way, it's good for morale, and it is
Ship
quite
fueled by
relaxing.
dance.
Awesome.
You guys sail for several days, heading further and further south, past the coast of Lexigrad, past the coast of the Scalding Sands, and just as you kind of start to get into the tropical waters of the Obsidian Isles, you see in the moments where Selena's resting, she sort of like holds on and focuses onto the necklace containing the pieces of 8. And you see her periodically over the several days of sailing make small, like, micro adjustments to the course, sort of based off this impulse or this pull from the necklace. After the 3rd day, kind of holds the necklace and opens her eyes again and says, "Alrighty, we're getting pretty close. I don't know if there's any speeches or last minute preparation that you guys need to make on ship, but
All
I'd
right.
say it's just about showtime."
At this point, Callie is going to drop 2 of her spell slots for aid.
Okay.
And so I should get 6, right?
6 creatures, yep.
All right. So everyone in the party except myself and also Selena and Admiral will get it. Does that make sense? So Klang, Skamos, Gregor, Ezra, Selena, and Admiral.
Okay, so you're giving it to everybody except you.
But me, yeah.
Okay.
And
How
what
nice.
level is that, Callie?
It's just a second level, so it's just 5 extra.
Okay, I'm going to mark that on my sheets here. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. As you sail, Selena pulls out a spyglass and kind of takes a peek, and she goes, I think there's something out there, but I'm just a little bit too, I don't have a good vantage point. She kind of like looks up to the crow's nest, which is not super tall here on the she-wolf, but she kind of looks up and kind of keeps looking with the spyglass.
She
Ezra
needs
kind of
somebody to go up.
yeah. Ezra kind of offers her hand, like, "Do you want me to look at it?"
Yeah, if either Ezra, do you want to climb up there and take a peek for me?
Well, she'll nod. She'll make her way up the scaffolding and such.
Okay.
Rather
Yeah, there's
nimbly.
like a small little rope net ladder that you could quickly scamper up.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make me a perception check at advantage.
Okay. 1 second here. Perception at advantage. Oh, come on. What is with my mouse? I'll be with you in just a second. There
Sure
we go.
thing. A 24. Okay. As you scan the horizon, you immediately see a rather large, opulent-looking ship made out of like a deep, deep, dark, fine wood. Maybe some sort of like mahogany hull, which seems crazy expensive. You see a number of different interesting looking crew people, typically very like dark skinned, or extremely pale, but all of them have these very, very intricate tattoos all over their face, all over their bodies. The sails and the flag are a deep like emerald green, gold, and silver sigil that pictures like a snake sort of like turning and eating itself, almost like an Ouroboros.
Okay.
You're unfamiliar with this standard, but you can assume that this might be on set. And the most striking thing that you notice about this ship is on the main deck, amidst all these people, there's some sort of fucking like dragonoid creature on
Oh,
there.
good.
Like,
Dragons.
yeah, it's a little bit smaller than a normal dragon that you may have seen, but it's definitely pretty wild.
Okay. And it's not caged or anything?
Nope, it seems to be just chilling on the deck.
Oh, good. Okay.
You also quickly notice, further off on the horizon in the distance, there is another ship rapidly approaching this opulent Onseti ship.
Okay.
It didn't come up in the conversation, but the first thing you notice about this other large pirate ship is the figurehead, which is quite striking. You can see blood red sails, and the figurehead is extremely phallic. It's a giant cock
Nice.
Of course.
in the shape of like a ram.
Mm.
It's a bit far away at this point to see any individuals on the ship, but it looks like it's like ramming speed, heading right for the Onseti ship. Battering ram at the prow, ready to go. It is slightly ridiculous and also amusing.
All right.
Well, I guess this is
Um,
international waters.
I slide down the banister and let them know that our Onseti ship is about to be rammed, both metaphorically and figuratively and literally and all of the above.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and I think they have a dragon. The
What?
Onseti ship.
The fuck are you? No, fucking. Oh, you're kidding me.
I cover Klang's ears.
Alrighty, here goes nothing. And you guys go full sail heading towards the fray. I'm gonna drag us to the first map of the night. Actually, you know what? Before we dive right into it, I think this is probably the best chance we're gonna get before we start combat. Let's go ahead and take a quick break here, right before we roll into combat. We'll use the restrooms, grab snacks, grab drinks, all that, and we'll be back in just about 10 minutes, folks. So stay
That
tuned.
sounds great.
Welcome back, friends of all shapes and sizes. We're in the middle of Selena's backstory mission here on the high seas, in the middle of a pirate encounter, and we're gonna dive right in. We've got a bunch of initiatives rolled. Gregor, you're at a 5.
Yeah, I forgot to click my token. Sorry.
That's okay. I can add you in. Let's get this show on the road. Okay. There's going to be a lot of action going on here, folks. I'm going to try to go through this as fast as I can, but I apologize in advance if this feels like a Baldur's Gate moment where the computer's fighting with itself, because that's kind of what it is. You will see this individual at the rear of the ship kind of step away, kind of long, flowing, wavy black hair, a similar black kraken tattoo across the chest, yells out with this boisterous voice, "All right, girls, let's show them who's boss. You know the drill." And she pulls out this wicked-looking blade and stabs it into the deck. And you can see all of the other tattoos on all of the crewmates also start to like animate and move. That'll be her full action. Immediately at the captain's command, you see 2 of the Black Tide members jump right into action. The first is this very fair-skinned, kind of petite, dainty sea elf woman. Again, black kraken tattoo there as well. Is going to step up, and she is going to do she's actually just going to move up here and start to board. That'll be her full turn. You see this other individual, a very pale drow woman with flowing white hair, sort of this gold-trimmed hood above her head, stays on board, and you start to see her start to like weave shadows. She's going to shoot 2 shadow bolts right at this giant wyvern-looking thing. Both are going to hit for holy fucking fuck damage. You see the wyvern immediately kind of like rears back, kind of like welling up, and you see the individual next to it kind of grab their head as well. That'll be Dara's turn. That's going to bring us to Callie.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
What's up?
Oh, we need sound effects.
Oh no, he's hot!
Yeah, Selena, I totally get it. I guess I'm gonna stick with one there. I can't do shit from this range. Yes, I am. I'm just gonna dodge at this point. There's not really much I can do here.
Okay, just taking the dodge action.
Yep.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to the wyvern rider here. You see, as the shadow bolt's going to strike into the wyvern, this individual here, I'll show the kind of again, lots of green, silver, and gold, picks up this double-headed serpent staff and is going to go ahead and return fire with a... We're going to do a Scorching Ray at the drow, kind of just tit for tat, back and forth. So that's 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. One of them misses. A second one hits for 7, and a crit is going to be 18. So a total of 25 damage on the drow. That'll be it for their turn. Actually, you see, he's going to actually climb up and mount onto the wyvern there. You see this member of the Black Tide, sort of a darker auburn or brown color hair, also human, up in the crow's nest, pull out a pair of pistols and is going to take a couple shots down at this individual right here. Couple little pew pews. That damage is broken. I'm gonna re-roll that. I put 2d 210 instead of 2d10,
Oh,
so it was like 330 damage. I was like, that's not right.
No.
It could
We'll,
be.
Both shots crack, find their target for a total of 25 points of damage there.
Got the Redeemer from Unreal.
You see the captain at the helm here is going to go ahead and cast a we're going to do a Voice of the Kraken. So all creatures within 300 feet, so that includes the crew, must succeed on a charisma saving throw or become frightened. There is a frightened effect. I'm sorry, I didn't think through all the stat
Luke, you
blocks.
broke your promise.
I
I'm
know.
having PTSD. PTSD.
That
All right.
includes us, yeah?
What's that?
I believe
That includes us.
Yep, that's including you because you guys are within 300 feet.
Okay, so
Why
I have
not?
advantage. Charisma.
Callie, an 11 is a fail.
Yep.
You're going to be frightened.
I'll take the 17.
Skamos, you are fine with the 16. Gregor, you are fine with the 24.
It's a charisma save.
Clang, you are
not
fine
my
with the
strong suit.
17. Ezra, you are fine. I'm
nice.
just going to run through all of the Black Tide. Sarah is frightened, so this one up in the crow's nest with the pistols. The Sea Elf. I need to turn her rolls to private, but she is also frightened. The Drow, natural 1, she's frightened. This one saves the natural 20, and this one fails. Okay. Alrighty, so affecting about half of the Black Tide pirates with the Voice of the Kraken. That's going to bring us to Selena. Selena's going to move up to the front of the ship. You see her take a rope, and she's going to shoot and aim, aiming for the front of this Onsetti ship right here.
Yes. Thank you, Selena.
17 is enough, and she's going to form a sort of grappling hook rope that's going to connect from here over to here. And then she's going to attempt to cross it with an acrobatics check. And a 10 gets her about halfway across. You see Admiral following close behind, kind of walking on like a slack rope, kind of trying to balance. Admiral's also going to make an acrobatics check and is surprisingly nimble here. The two Onsetti champions are going to go. This one's going to rock right up here and is going to kind of brandish this greatsword. It's going to hold an action. This one over here is going to walk up and make 3 attacks against the Sea Elf. All 3 are going to hit for a total of, that's 40 points of damage on the Sea Elf. That's going to bring us to Ezra's turn.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go back over to here. So we're gonna go 15 feet here, and then I've still got 35 feet that I can go.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. All right. There we go. 19.
With a 19, you're able to move across this slack rope without any impediment to your movement.
Okay, cool. I'm going to get across then. Oh my goodness. If my mouse decides it wants to work. And
as you do,
let that action
this
go.
champion has his held action ready. He's kind of like taking advantage of your kind of jumping onto the deck. He's going to take a swipe out with his great sword. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be 17 points of slashing damage on you.
Okay. And that's his. That's his only attack. Yeah.
Yep, that's his react. Well, on a held action, he only gets the one attack.
Okay. So then he's gonna have 2 attacks back.
Okay. 19 will hit. 10 will
Jeez,
miss.
that double rolled. Okay. So there's the attack from the 19,
Okay.
and that was in 45. I can get here to give someone space to get on. And I think bonus action, I'm going to try and hit him again, and I'll do a re.
You can keep that 23 if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Perfect.
Dice, yeah.
Okay. And whoa, holy Dinah.
Holy moly. Okay, we'll take the first roll there just to keep it in tune. We'll take the 7 points.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. So 16 damage altogether. That ends my turn.
Okay, solid turn. Got across. That's going to bring us to Clang the Kobold. Klang, you are not frightened with the bestie bangle. You are feeling ready for action here.
Yeah, so to get to the other ship, I'm gonna have to go across this tightrope with a dash, but I'm assuming there are people on it already. So
So Selena and Admiral are on it. You can move through allies without any impediment to your movement. I know it's unrealistic, but just for the sake of mechanics. The only thing I'm going to require is an acrobatics roll.
acrobatics.
Yes.
Surprisingly have proficiency then.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
14.
a 14, you are going to be able to move across without falling, but you're going to be at half speed as you're kind of like carefully tiptoeing across so as to not fall into the water.
Starting at the line.
Yeah, starting right there. From there on, it's double movement.
20 feet. Yes, if I wanted to dash, it would be here. For the 10 original and then half speed, trying to
Okay.
dash, it would put me here.
Okay. So most
That's
of the way across.
25. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Okay. That's going to bring us to this other member of the Black Tide, a very tall, you see Goliath woman, sort of like the gray stoned half giant skin, but there's also a little bit of like an orcish mix in there too. It's sort of an interesting race. This is Maka. Maka is frightened, so she cannot willingly move closer. Yeah, she is stuck. So she is going to end her turn and repeat the charisma saving throw, and she is no longer frightened. I guess she's going to dodge. So she'll no longer be frightened, but she is dodging. Better than doing nothing. Okay. That's going to bring us to the Blood Wyvern of Onset. The Blood Wyvern is going to take flight and is immediately going to fly up 60 feet right next to the marksman up here, and is going to make a claw and a stinger attack against the marksman. The claw is a hit, and the stinger is a miss. So that's going to be 12 points of damage on that as she kind of like dodges and tucks and rolls out of the way, only to kind of reach and get the claw right on her shoulder, kind of like tearing into it. So the wyvern and its rider sort of like hovering up next to the crow's nest over here. That's going to bring us to the other on-setty individuals. Again, lots of green, gold, very like Aztec, jungly sort of vibes here. These guys are each going to fire out Eldritch Blasts. So that's going to be 8 blasts total. So I'm just going to fire these off rapid fire. Okay. The first one is a crit and a hit. This one here is going to target Ezra. So, Ezra, that's going to be a total of 20 points of damage between the two hits. Force
Oh.
damage.
Okay.
This one here is
It
going to
rolled
be an
20. Sorry.
yeah, it rolled a natural 20 and then a flat 20,
Nice.
a dirty 20.
Okay.
So that was this one here. This one here rolls its 2 attacks against Amelia, the captain, and that's an 8 and a 12, so those are both going to miss. The next is going to be this one, who's going to target the sea elf, and that's going to be a 20 and a 10, so the 20 will hit for 5 points. And then the last one up in the corner here is going to target the drow, and that's going to be a 14 and a 15, which are both going to miss.
Luke, when he hit me, was it a ranged attack?
This one, yes, it's an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I can't deflect Eldritch Blast, can I?
I would say it's not really a. What's the wording on deflect missiles?
Projectile, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
say
deflect
no.
the missile when you level.
Only
hold
because you
on.
couldn't really like catch an Eldritch Blast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Actually,
you
that's
can
worth a
deflect.
Google.
No, it says you can deflect or catch the missile while you are hit by a ranged weapon attack, but it's not a weapon. It's a.
It's a spell attack, right? You cannot deflect Eldritch Blast because it's a
Yep.
spell attack. Yep, that's exactly
Yep.
okay. That's gonna bring us to the redhead back here. Another human is going to she's gonna move up and she is going to, you see her reach down towards the water, and water kind of starts swirling up and around her arms. She's gonna make 2 water whips attacks against this bastard. Let's see, first one's a miss, second one's a natural 1 and a natural 2. She's gonna whiff both times. But that's her full turn. That's gonna bring us to Gregor.
I'm trying to still figure out what I want to do because boat sizes make no damn sense to me in this game.
It's very true.
I'm trying to figure out what size the not the
For the
onset ship,
purposes
the other
of what?
one. Control water.
Can you go ahead and post the spell card for me? We won't say you cast it, but just so I can see it.
Yeah, it's a long ass spell card.
Oh yeah.
It was more for the flood portion.
You cause water level rise much 20. Huge or smaller vehicles. I would say the ships themselves are going to be considered larger than huge.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I expected. It's just
Yeah.
one of those. It's like the minute it said vehicle size, I'm like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But redirect water's not going to do what I want. Whirlpool's not going to do what I want. About the most I can do is get up to the prow and who is that way down here? And of course the clicky thing's not clicking again. I hate Roll20 sometimes.
Which one are you looking for?
If I can get the thing to click right, the one that's still on the she-wolf seat, why can't I ping anything again?
You gotta click and hold.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
There we go. That one.
Okay, that one?
That one I think is still in range of what I can do. Otherwise, 55 feet. I just got to do the quick spell check. It was more the clarification on control water was holding me up. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, it's within range of Sacred Flame. Actually, yeah, Sacred Flame. We'll go with that. So I need her to make a Dex save DC 15.
Okay, on this one of the black tide right here.
Yeah.
Okay. She is going to go ahead and make a dex save. That's a 21 on the dex save.
All right. Nothing. Good old cantrips. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Bringing up the rear, last but certainly not least, is Skamos.
Okay, going to fly up to about right there.
Okay.
So 5, 10. Perfect does it for me now. And then everyone who is in 30 feet of me. Okay, you're just out of range. So, Clank. I'm already
Clang,
forgetting names. Oh my
Clang,
gosh.
Selena, Admiral, Gregor, and Callie.
You get Beacon of Hope.
Nice. That's a huge spell. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. There you go.
Advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and you get max healing for any possible healing.
Yep.
Let's go.
My turn.
Very nice. Alrighty, solid turn right there. Bringing us to the back, you see this one right here that you shot the Sacred Flame at kind of turn and give this amused smirk towards Gregor. She winks at you. She is going to move forward, and she's going to dash across onto the other ship. That's going to be her full action to dash. The Sea Elf here is frightened, but just really quick, she's going to make a couple of spear attacks against the champion right next to her. Both are going to hit. That's 27 on the first one and 18 on the second one. And at the end of her turn, so those would have both been at disadvantage because she's frightened. So the first one would hit, the second one would miss. So he's going to get 18 health back. And at the end of her turn, she's going to repeat the charisma saving throw against the frightened effect. She's no longer frightened, so she is good. Next is going to be the drow here. She is going to focus fire, and she's going to try to take out the source of the fear here. She's going to do 2 shadow bolts at disadvantage. A 20 and a 17 will both hit him. For 20 plus 18, that's 38 points. Okay. She's going to repeat the saving throw at the end, the charisma saving throw against the fear. She still is frightened, so she's going to keep that debuff. That's going to bring us to Callie.
Okay. Throwing things that are not weapons. What would be the range?
What specifically are you throwing?
Icy bag of tricks.
I think the bag of tricks has an explicit range put on it. I think it's
Does
30
it?
feet. Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
I'm disappointed the statement wasn't Clang.
There's no way I'm be able to throw. I can't move any closer anyway. Oh, it's only 20 feet. That's ew. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Oh, that ruins that plan. I don't think there's like anything that I can do right now. Yeah, there is not much I can do. I am going to bonus action inspire Gregor.
Nice.
Okay.
D6 for Gregor on that.
Gregor, I'm going to give you an orange dot for the
Okay.
Callie inspiration.
All right.
It's not really worth it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. The dude next to Ezra, I'm gonna throw out a fairy fire. It's only
Okay.
gonna hit him, but it's all I've fucking got at this point.
Gotcha. He's going to make a dex save, and it's a 20 on the save, so he saves.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty,
Can't
Callie.
move.
Go ahead and repeat the charisma saving throw. Still frightened.
Nope. That is at advantage because the bestie angle 17.
17 saves. You're right. Okay, no longer frightened. Very cool.
Okay.
Alrighty, the Wyvern Rider's turn. Up on the back here is going to do some cool shit. He is gonna go ahead and cast. Yeah, we're gonna do some more Eldritch Blasts. We're gonna do them on 2 on the captain and 2 on the redhead. Okay, both missed the redhead. One is going to connect on the captain for 4 points of force damage. Not too much, just a tickle. That's going to bring us to the marksman. The marksman is frightened. The marksman's going to take both shots at the wyvern, just the bigger target here. She's at disadvantage. She is going to make these concussive rounds. That's a 25 and a 19. So that's going to be a total of 24 damage, and that damage is going to be split between the wyvern and the rider. But the wyvern's going to have to make 2 strength saving throws. And he succeeds on both of them, so no concussion shot, but that's it there. The Kraken Priest here at the top is going, or the Kraken, I'm just using his stat block, is going to go ahead and do a Call Lightning spell right between these two. They're both going to have to make dex saves. Redhead succeeds, and Goliath, Maka fails with a natural 1. So that's 22 points of lightning damage on that one and 11 points on that one. And he's concentrating on the lightning. Okay, that's going to bring us to Selena. Selena's going to make another acrobatics check to try to get across. She does so just fine. She's going to kind of skedaddle up and around here. Admiral's going to make an acrobatics check and also moves just fine. Is going to move right around there with the 40 feet. They are going to make a combination of attacks. I am going to get sneak attack. I am not going to get Hunter's Mark or Favored Enemy. That's going to be a Flame Tongue and a Flame Tongue and an Offhand and an Admiral Bite. Okay, so lots of damage here. That's going to be 14 on the first attack, plus another 22 on the second attack. The offhand's going to hit for 3, and the bite is going to miss.
Isn't the offhand a crit?
Not at
Because-
advantage.
Why? Or is it just Admiral that has pack tactics?
It's just Admiral that it's got the pack tactics.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Admiral does not have pack tactics. Oh, she does. She does. Okay.
Yeah.
21 will hit then for the 19 points because Admiral procs sneak attack 2. And the champion's got to make a strength saving throw, which he fails and gets dragged prone. Very nice.
Nice.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to the champion, who's going to stand right back up. He's going to make 3 attacks. We're going to go 1 on Ezra, 1 on Selena, 1 on Admiral. Just kind of like a giant whirlwind swipe. So against Ezra is going to be a 22 for 7.
Okay.
Against Selena is going to be a 27 for 15. That'll hit. And against Admiral is going to be a 14 that'll miss. This champion's going to do his 3 attacks on the Sea Elf. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to be 1 hit for 12 points of damage. Alrighty, and that's going to bring us to Ezra, Kobold, Clang the Kobold on deck.
All
No.
right. Ezra is going to make her attacks.
Alrighty, 16 is going to
seconds.
miss against this champion. A 26 will
Okay.
connect.
That is 9 damage. And I will spend 1 key point to have him make a Constitution saving throw or be stunned.
Okay. He rolls an 11. He's going to use Indomitable to re-roll the saving throw. On his reroll, he gets a 15.
I believe that is my DC, so yes, he
Okay.
is fine.
Alrighty.
Double checking here though. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know how many uses that he has. That's okay. Our bonus action to hit him again.
Okay. 14's gonna miss.
All right. And then he can take an attack of opportunity
Okay.
as I fuck off and head in this direction because Captain's doing some wonky shit.
Alrighty. His attack of opportunity is gonna be a 19 on you for 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
Actually, scratch that. It's gonna be 19 points of damage because he has less than half of his hit points remaining.
Ouch. It's really bad.
Yeah,
Not
he
good.
hurts.
All right.
Alright.
That is my turn.
Alrighty, awesome turn. That's gonna bring us to Klang. He's currently balancing on this slack rope between boats. Alright, I need an acrobatics check just to make the last little bit. 12, it's a little wobbly, but you get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is enemy in front of me.
Yep, that is the
Looks-
one of these like almost like plate armored champions, they're called.
Fuck him up.
Hi. I swing at him.
25 with the Sky Splitter connects.
That 1d. Okay, that was right. Okay, so damage 18. I'm gonna go also. This other ship looks like the one that we're supposed to be friendly with.
So you can see this darker ship with the red sails has all of the female pirates with the same Kraken tattoo as Selena. So
Okay, cool. So this guy.
Yes, so these are the Black Tide that are simultaneously attacking the Onsetti ship too.
Okay, cool. So this guy is going to take lethal, not non-lethal.
Okay.
So 18.
Okay, 18. He's still up.
Swing again.
15. He kind of catches it and manages to block it there. That's going to be a miss.
Okay, so we had what? 20 feet. I'm bored. And he's gonna provoke an attack, but he's gonna run to these other guys.
All right.
You won't because he
uses
used it on
reaction.
me.
Yep.
Okay. Just hits him once. I'm bored. Moves to another combatant.
Alrighty. That's gonna bring us to I'm just gonna start saying their names. You guys don't know them yet, but just for my own mental. Maka, the Goliath, is still frightened. She's gonna continue to dodge. She's gonna repeat the saving throw at the end of her turn. And she finally saves, so she is no longer frightened. But she is dodging. Okay. I did say a few names already, to be fair. Okay. So that's Maka's whole turn. The Blood Wyvern here is going to go for the same series of attacks against Sarah, the marksman. We're going to go with a claw attack. Connects for 10 on Sarah. And a stinger attack is a 19. That's also going to connect. Sarah is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw against the poison, which is a fail. Ouch. Okay, so that's going to be 29 points on Sarah. That's an ouchie. That'll be the Blood Wyvern's full turn. That's going to bring us to the casters here. That's going to be a series of Eldritch Blasts. We've got 8 Eldritch Blasts total. We're going to have, let's see, 2 on Klang.
Okay.
So just real quick rapid fire.
AC 19.
Did you bumped it up one?
20.
Okay. A 12 and a 14 miss. We're going to have 2 on the captain. 24 and a crit will hit Captain Amelia for a grand total of 16 points of damage. We're going to have 2 on Dara, who is the drow. A 20 and a 22 will hit both times for 12 points on Dara. And 2 on Ezra. That's going to be a 21 and a 17. I think the 21 gets through for 5 points of damage on Ezra. Nix, you got that?
Sorry, what? No.
It's going to be 5 points of 5 points of force damage on you from this bastard up here.
Okay.
Cool. That's going to bring us to the redhead. This is going to be Bubbles. Bubbles is going to stay on board the demon's cock, and she is going to continue to do her water whip attack. Okay. That's a natural 1 on the first attack and a 15 on the second attack, which does hit for 11 points of bludgeoning, and he is going to get pulled 15 feet closer into the water, actually, just right off the deck, and splashes down into the water. Cue the Wilhelm scream. Bubbles is then also going to do... Oh, that's when she gets hit. Okay. Never mind. That's all she's going to do. That's going to bring us to Gregor.
All right. I'm going to have some fun with this one. Because the boat can't go away if it don't have masts.
Ooh.
So, and we're in a nice, lovely, wide open spot, and we're on the ocean. So why not have some fun with Call Lightning?
Hell yeah.
And I'm purposely targeting the masts on the onset ship.
Okay.
So I have no idea how the hell that's going to work since it's not straight up damage on a person, but I'm keeping that channeled anyway.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll me damage.
Let's see, what level do I want to cast that? I'll go 4th level on that, and it's gonna be 40 damage because I'm gonna
You're
have
gonna
fun
max
with
it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you conjure up this storm cloud above the ships, the black clouds kind of start swirling around, which
Just ignore the
record,
damage roll part. That's D&D
Yep.
Beyond.
It is gonna start to block some of the sun for whoever asked about darkness.
Yes.
You see this giant streak of lightning strike down, striking the mast, and you see it immediately erupt into flames. You see it kind of like spiderweb shatter and start to splinter. It's still holding strong, but the structural integrity of this first mast has been severely weakened.
All right. And can you just mark which one it was so I know which one to hit second round?
Yeah, it's gonna be this front one here.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's my turn
Actually,
because I'm not swinging across.
Okay. It's gonna bring us to Skamos on the rear.
Okay. Seeing that we have someone in common nearby right here, I'm going to cast. Where is it? Or is it Ray of Enfeeblement on them?
On which one, sorry? That guy right there? Okay.
Yeah.
16 is gonna miss.
Damn. Okay. That is. How is everyone look? How is Selena looking? Did she get hit at all yet?
She did take a hit. She's doing okay. She's still in the green.
Okay. Just because I can do it for first level, I'll do a healing word on her for
Okay,
max.
so that's gonna heal for max.
Yep.
How much health is that gonna be?
It's healing word is 1d4 plus 4, so 8.
8 health? Okay. She will take the 8 health. Sweet.
And I'll move up a little bit.
Okay.
So about here. Still in the air.
Nice. Okay.
Just for a quick point, because I think I still have them on. If I land in the water with water walking shoes, would I just hit the water like it's ground?
Yeah, it would be like a solid surface for you.
Okay, I just want to know for sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start of the round is going to bring us to Captain Amelia. She kind of looks over and acknowledges you guys. Gets the sense that you're probably all right. She's going to go help out her crew. She dashes over and actually, from right where she's standing, she pulls out the rapier and almost cracks it like a whip. She's going to make 3 attacks with the rapier against this champion. First one is a 29, second one is a 17, third one is a crit. So she does miss one of the attacks. So the first one's going to be 24 points of damage. The second attack is going to be the crit for 18 points. Alrighty, that's her turn. The sea elf is Yui. She is going to go ahead and use Healing Tide on herself. She's going to regain 35 health as the water kind of wraps up, starting to like seal some of the wounds. And she is going to cure the frightened effect on a nearby target. She's going to cure that off of Sarah. So Sarah is no longer frightened. That is her full turn. That's going to bring us to Dara, the drow. Dara is still frightened, but she is going to continue trying to go after the helmsman of this ship with 2 shadow bolts. First one is going to be a miss. Second one, or actually both of these are going to be a hit because the helmsman has shit for health. And that's actually going to be a kill on that, which is going to drop the that's going to drop the fear effect and the claw lightning, yeah.
Nice.
So everybody who's fear, the fear goes away. I think it was just those 2 left. Okay, that's it for Dara. That's going to bring us to Callie.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try to finally cross the rope. So that's gonna
Okay,
be
go ahead and make an
acrobatics.
acrobatics check.
Jeez.
11. So you do not fall in the drink, but your movement is going to be halved.
All right. That's 5. 35. All right. I guess I am going to dash,
Okay.
which can get me right there.
All right, right on board. Solid ground.
Yep. And that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. The Wyvern Rider is going to go. We're going to go ahead and do a wall of fire right along the edge of the Demon's Cock here. So I think I have some cool fire animated tokens. Yeah, let's get some fire going. We're going to go just like that. Okay. As it appears, I'm going to cast the actual spell. We're going to need dexterity saving throws from Dara, who fails is going to take 16 points of fire damage. From Bubbles, who succeeds is going to take half, is going to take 8 points of fire damage. And from Maka, who succeeds is going to take 8 points of fire damage. Okay.
I think Dara's still got her frightened token on there, Luke.
Thank you. Let me get rid of that one. Appreciate it. Alrighty. He is now concentrating on the wall of fire. That's going to bring us to Sarah. Sarah's still up here in the crow's nest, is going to take 2 shots at the rider now. She is actually going to make these grape shots. The first one, actually, both are going to hit, so they're going to deal half damage. So that's going to be 14 points of damage split between the two. But then the Wyvern also has to make a dexterity saving throw, which he fails, so that's going to be another 14 points of damage split between the two of them. So they're basically both taking. That kind of ended up being the same amount of damage as a regular shot versus. Okay, never mind. But it was flavorful. He does have to make 2 concentration checks. First one fails, so the wall of fire goes away. That was short-lived. The helmsman is gone, so Selena's turn is going to go. Riding on the back of Admiral. Admiral should technically be bigger, but I'm going to keep the token small just for cleanliness. Selena's going to make her 3 attacks plus Admiral's bite. So we've got 1, and then 2, 3, and then the bite. Okay. 19 hits for 24. Plus another 19 hits for 13. Plus the offhand's going to miss, and then Admiral's bite hits for the kill and the choppy. That one's dead. Nice. And they are going to go ahead and move up next to this one. This other champion is still toe-to-toe with Yui. He's going to make his 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. 2 of them are going to hit for 9 plus 11. That's 20 points of damage. Undoing a little bit of that healing there. That is the champion's turn. That's going to bring us to Ezra.
Ezra is going to move on up to this champion here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to move on up to the champion. We're going to get in between these two, actually. We're going to try and hit the first champion that just attacked Umi.
Okay. That's going to be a couple solid hits right there.
All right. I love that it rolled twice. We'll just take it. And I'd like him to make a con saving throw on the first hit.
Okay, that's going to be a 25. They got a pretty solid con score.
That's all right. And then the second one, I'll get, the second hit I would have aimed toward this guy up here. I don't like that it rolled both. But
okay. So I will give him 10 health back. And then the second one is going to hit with a 24-10 on this one. Okay.
Okay. And then can I get him to make me a save as well?
Sure thing. Let's see. Constitution. That's a 13, so this one is stunned.
That is a fail, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then bonus action, I will attack the one that is stunned at advantage.
Okay. With a nice, sexy crit. Okay. For 14. Hell yeah.
Yes. And that ends my turn.
Solid freaking turn. Awesome. That's going to bring us to Klang.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to optimize this. I think I'm going to have to probably blow my action surge. I'll probably take an attack of opportunity. Are these two?
Those are black tide.
Okay, so it's just this guy. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, we will run across the ship, stop and hi, and then I'm going to action surge and hit this guy.
Hell yeah. Hi. You see Amelia kind of like take the rapier and like look down and just kind of look confused and you just kind of hi. She's like, okay.
A 13. It's going to probably miss. 21.
21's more like it.
14.
Nice shot. Okay.
So that is movement, action, any bonus actions here. Or was that? Okay, yeah, action surge is free. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Clay just going around hitting things.
Nice. Alrighty, Maka's gonna go. She takes her two hands. You can see there's almost this like metallic sort of like wrapping around her forearms. Not quite sure what that is, but she kind of slams her fists together and yells, "Finally!" She's gonna run, jump off the boat. As a bonus action, she's going to use her Thunder Step ability. That basically is going to force this guy to make a strength saving throw. I'm going to give him disadvantage because he's treading water. He fails, so he is going to take a shitload of damage. He's going to take 13 points of thunder damage and just get pushed under the water and knocked prone. He just gets washed away. I'm just going to call that an insta-kill. She's going to use that momentum to bounce off, land here, and then continue her 40 feet of movement to get right up next to Klang. She is going to make 2 Anchor Fist attacks. Natural 1 on the first one, 18 connects on the second one. That's going to be 19 points of bludgeoning. And as part of the attack, this guy is grappled.
Nice.
Alrighty. You see, as she punches, it's almost not like a closed fist. It's more of like an open, like monkey bite. As she just latches on, you can see the armor start to like dent under the pressure as she grapples him. That's going to bring us to the Blood Wyvern. Going to make the same series of attacks. A claw is a natural 1, and a stinger is a 16, which actually misses Sarah. That's going to bring us to the Onseti. This one's stunned, can't do shit. This one with Selena and Admiral is going to go ahead and make 2 bite attacks. One of them is going to hit Selena for 11 plus an additional 10. So 21 on Selena. A little bit of an ouchie. This one over here is going to do the 2 Eldritch Blasts at Dara. A 14 and 11 are both going to miss. Okay, that's going to bring us to Bubbles. Bubbles is going to run across the ladder here. And she is going to go ahead and do 2 water whips at the stunned target, kind of taking a cue of the synergy here. At advantage is a 25 and a 22. That's going to be a total of 34 points of damage. That's actually going to kill that guy right there.
Yes.
Kill steals on you.
I can accept that.
She kind of gives you a quick little chuckle and smile. That's going to be her whole turn. That's going to bring us to Gregor.
All right, so that mass is already doing its thing, and we're gonna breakish. Maybe I don't like the wyvern or the person riding it. They bug me more than the next mast. So I'm gonna keep the call lightning going down on them.
Okay.
Not maximized for this one, so DC 15 Dex.
Okay. The Wyvern Rider is going to make a Dex saving throw. That's going to be a 4. That's a fail. And the Wyvern is going to make a Dex saving throw. That's a natural 1. So that's going to be 36 points of damage.
Just 30. Ignore the extra one. It adds the extra one in case it was already stormy.
Gotcha. Okay. So 30 points of damage to both of them. Doesn't matter if the damage is split because they're both taking the full damage. So that's actually enough to kill the rider and severely wound the wyvern.
And I am happy being the last man on the boat.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to Skamos.
This wyvern looks like a problem, and I don't feel like would I just for shits and giggles, would I know this is from another? Would it be from like another dimension? Would I know that, or like another plane of existence, or is this thing from this world?
Make me, I'd say either nature or arcana, your choice.
Nate? No, it doesn't matter. They're both zeros, so roll the ass.
You've never seen anything like it before, but you have no idea. It's definitely, I'll give you this. It's definitely not fiendish or undead. Like that's kind of your
Okay.
specialty. You could
Yeah.
spot that from a mile away. This is not anything like unholy, but you don't know about otherworldly.
Okay. Either way, I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast, because I've had it for a while now and I haven't really been able to use it. Where is it? I'm going to cast Banishment on it.
On which one?
Ooh, the Wyvern.
Okay. What's the range on banishment?
60 feet.
Okay, so you are within range. Okay. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within the range of another plane of existence. Target must see on a charisma saving throw or be banished. Okay. Not very charismatic. That is a 6. If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. While the target is there, it's incapacitated. It stays there until the spell ends. Okay, so you just see this thing blip out of existence. Okay.
That might only be temporary.
So this is concentration, so you will lose concentration on Beacon of Hope.
That's okay. I think everyone's handling themselves pretty well right now.
So Beacon of Hope goes away. You are still concentrating on... Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. You see Amelia kind of like looking down at Klang and then kind of like looking next to Skamos as you fly up behind her. Gives like a what the fuck sort of look. She is going to go ahead and move 30 feet there. Oh yeah, we're within range. She's going to take the rapier and crack it and make 3 attacks against this bastard over here. 1, 2, and 3. All 3 attacks are going to hit. So that's 17 plus 19. Plus the last attack is 18. And if all 3 attacks hit it, the target has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or start bleeding. So this one's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Fails and is bleeding and is going to take 10 points of damage at the start of each of its turns. Okay, that's going to be it for Amelia. That's going to bring us to Yui. Yui is going to go ahead and try to pokey stab at the champion. That's the wrong stat block. There we go. Pokey. 15 will miss, 26 will hit for 23 points of damage. That champion's looking very fucked up. Dara is going to go. Dara is still not bloodied, but getting close. So she's going to stay put and just continue to rain down some artillery here. Dara's going to go after the one near Selena with 2 shadow bolts. That's a 15 and an 18. Both are going to hit for a total of 40 points of necrotic damage. Very nice, very nice. And that's going to... Actually, that would be even more damage because of the... Yeah, so she's going to get an extra 10 points of damage there because of the dim light or darkness. That's going to bring us to Callie.
Okie dokie. Finally can probably do something this turn. And I'm going to move up here. I am going to rage finally.
Okay.
And I am going to poke out at this guy.
Okay.
Fuck it, recklessly.
Go big or go home. 19 hits. That's going to be 13 points of damage. You missing some modifiers there?
Yep, I am.
It's So usually there's like
Another
a third
two.
number.
I was gonna say 2 from two more for rage.
Okay.
I'm also going to re-roll that piercing damage because that's a 1 using the piercer feat.
So
So it's
that's
gonna
8 damage.
be 8 damage to that.
Okay.
And then I am going to one more time.
There
Ooh.
we fucking
And
go.
that's a fucking crit, and that's max damage because
Because of Ava's cloak.
Ava's cloak, which is, hold on, I have it written down somewhere. 48 damage total.
Oh my god, yeah. You just absolutely slaughter that guy. See you later.
Right, and then I have 5 extra feet of movement. Boop. And that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Jump over the
Wyvern
ledge.
Rider's dead. Sarah's still here. The Wyvern is currently banished, so she's going to take her 2 shots down at this guy. And Sarah's going to make these concussive rounds. So 2 concussive rounds. 22 and a 13 is going to miss. The 22 hit for 14. And this guy's got to make a strength saving throw, which he fails and is pushed 15 feet right off into the water, and he just starts drowning. He's done. That's it for those on SETI guys, so I will remove them from initiative. So Lena's going to go. She's going to kind of look around and see the situation fairly under control. She's just going to kind of stow her bow and sit back and watch what happens. The champion is grappled, but not going down without a fight. He is going to use his second wind to regain 20 hit points. And then he is going to make 3 attacks against Maka, the one that's got him grappled. Two of them are going to hit Maka for a total of...
One of them is going to hit. I will use my Gift of the Metallic Dragon.
Okay.
So I'm going to give one of them a +4 to the AC.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes it miss. Because it's one of these 2 women, right?
It's going to be against Maka, the Goliath.
Okay, she's within 5 feet. So yeah, she gets a +4 AC.
So that would make the second one miss, but the first one will still hit. So I'll say you block the second one. Okay.
It's only for 1 attack.
Okay. So that's going to be 20 points halved to 10 points on Maka.
I'm going to use Sephiric Rebuke on it as a reaction. So the damage that he takes, is to do a dex save, or else he takes
the
2d10.
creature that damaged your ally. Okay, so he has to make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
He fails. He's going to Indomitable re-roll that. He also still fails, so he's going to go ahead and take the 2d10 radiant.
That my spell.
Might
Like
be.
I think that is exactly the spell that I made. It is in my GM binder document.
Oh, that's where it
that's
came
funny.
from.
I put it into D&D Beyond. It might be showing up as a homebrew
I
item.
think, yeah. It's a fucking dope spell.
It might be. That's a nice one.
I'm going to look. I thought I had that on private.
All right.
I saw it. I was like,
that's a new spell by me. So
I was like, there's no way that somebody made the exact same thing I did.
All right. Champion's turn is done. That's going to bring us to Ezra.
All right. 25
I was
to hit.
given
25 hits for 6.
And
Oof, natty one's a
one
miss.
of a natty 1, and then we'll spend a key point to do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
Sorry, just marking that off. And flurry of blows is here.
24 hits.
For 13.
Okay.
And 16.
The 13 is enough to do it. So the 16 is just sort of a little last bunk on the noggin as he drops.
Right.
And with
As
that,
drops, his essence gets pulled into me, and I gain 15 temp HP.
ooh, very nice. With that, combat is over. as you all stand on this ship, the one mast still crackling and burning with flames. You see everyone kind of take a moment of deep breath as Captain Amelia kind of goes, all right, ladies, you know what to do. Search around, find any hiders.
Oh, remember, I have that creature banished.
Oh, I know,
and depending on
Don't worry.
Okay.
Amelia kind of turns and goes, well, Pipsqueak. I gotta say, you and your little entourage here held your own. I'm kind of impressed. Selena goes, hi, yeah, been a bit. Good to see you. Good to see you girls. Does look like you're doing well for yourselves. Billy goes, yeah, we've been upholding the tenets of the Black Tide, keeping the family strong, always looking for new recruits. And she kind of looks Callie up and down as she says that. Kind of looks over to Ezra. Just quick up and down. So he goes, oh, yeah, no, these are my friends from the Tealeaf Adventuring Company that I told you guys about. And Amelia kind of cuts her off and goes, oh, yeah, your new family, right? Forgot about that. Oh, that reminds me. Where's your other little boy toy? Where's your pet? Little Reddy didn't want to come with you on this one? You see Selena kind of glances down for a bit. No, Amy's back at the guild lounge just helping out there. I didn't want to involve him on this one. Amelia laughed. Well, at least you picked someone with a girl's name. I mean, it's at least something. As this happens, two things happen simultaneously. You see Maka and Bubbles come back up from under the decks carrying an individual, kind of like hands wrapped behind the back, just dragging him by the shoulders up the stairs. At the same moment, the wyvern kind of comes back up from the banishment spell, and you see Sarah, just as soon as it pops up, just unload the clips on the pistols and just take it out. Just almost like waiting for it. It with like quick as lightning reflexes. You see this individual dragged up by Maka is a sort of a dark-skinned individual, large gemmed turban on his head, kind of a scruffy beard, tattoos of like a crescent moon and a star on the face, sort of tribal-style tattoos along the hands and fingers up the wrist. Immediately kind of go, no, this is all a misunderstanding. Please trust me. I mean, you know how we're actually here on a diplomatic mission. And you see Maka kind of shove him to the ground. And Amelia walks over, sort of puts a boot right on his hand, just gently, as if she's threatening to break his fingers. And she kind of looks over to Selena and goes, well, I can't say the timing's a coincidence. What do you know about this frickin' nutsack? Selena kind of chuckles and walks over next to him. She takes the flame-bade rapier, kind of diminishes the flames, and puts it under his chin and kind of lifts him up. And you can just see the rest of you, as you're watching all of this go down, you can see this individual, this Onsetti man, is on the verge of like a nervous breakdown. He is like babbling, shaking, trembling. He looks extremely nervous. Clearly not a fighter. I think Shiny Face here was on his way to Kadoria. Is that right? Yes. I was sent by my monarch on a diplomatic mission seeking aid from the free city of Kadoria. I've heard that's very powerful. And you see Amelia kind of just turn and crunch the heel, and you hear the fingers snap underneath her heel, and he screams out in pain. Yeah, don't really fucking care. Ladies, tie him up, take him with me, and search the rest for any booty. And Selena kind of goes, whoa, hold up. And Amelia just kind of looks, and there's like a bit of a standoff between the two women as she kind of looks and sizes Selena up and down, almost as if a challenge.
Is Amelia wearing the 8th piece? Like, is it on her neck at all?
It is around her neck. You would notice that, yes.
Okay.
Amelia is here. I'll blow her up a little bit. We're kind of out of combat, so she's the one in the middle here.
Okay.
Kind of problem. You kind of hear the man like whimpering, kind of like grasping at his broken hand now as she sort of scans the room, or scans the deck, kind of looking, slowly making eye contact with each of you. You see Bubbles just kind of like idly whistling and just kind of looking up to the sky as if this is like business as usual. Sarah up on the crow's nest is currently like polishing and cleaning one of her guns. You see Yui kind of has this sly, clever look as she's just like eyes darting back and forth, just sort of waiting for something to happen.
For what it's worth, it is still a lightning storm going too.
That's true. How long does call lightning last for? Is
10
it a minute?
minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, so yeah, you're probably nearing the end of the spell, but there is lightning booming up ahead, above. Selena kind of, yeah. Captain Amelia, and you see Amelia kind of, oh, is it still Captain? Good. I'm glad you still know a little bit of respect. Yes, sorry. Listen, I know it's been a minute and things are weird or whatever, but I also know you're not an idiot. I'm here for a reason, and I'm sure you know exactly what that reason is. And I'm not leaving until we settle this. And you can kind of hear Selena's voice crack a little bit as she says that, like a little chip in her confidence. Amelia lifts her boot off of the broken hand and kind of takes a step forward closer to Selena. And as she does so, you can see the piece of 8 kind of swinging from side to side on the necklace. What business do you have with the Black Tide, Selena? Tell me, after so many years, after you decided to ditch us all for your pathetic excuse of a man, you still think you're part of this family? You truly, in your heart of hearts, believe you can still call me captain? You can still consider yourself a real member of the Black Tide? Selena goes, listen, if you were in my shoes, you probably would have made the same choice too. And yes, once members marked, they're marked for life. You know that just as well as I do. Nothing can change that. Amelia takes a step back, kind of repostures. Interesting. Last I thought I was the captain of the Black Tide. Last I thought I make the rules. Guess what, sweetie? Rules can change. You picked just about the worst fucking reason to turn your back on your family.
Oh.
Selena kind of starts to like, well, I mean, he was, and he goes, you left us for a fucking dick. That means 2 things. You know what that makes you, Selena? That makes you a coward. That makes you a pathetic little nutsack. That's what that makes you. And Selena goes, well, I'd return the favor and call you a cunt, but you kind of lack the depth and warmth there, sweetie. And you see Amelia kind of crack a smile. All right. That's the Selena I know and remember. You still got some fire in you. Good. Tell you what. Why don't we settle this the old school way? The true way of the black tide. Selena kind of looks puzzled and kind of looks around to you guys for guidance or support.
She can see that Ezra's foot is kind of like shifting. Like Ezra's gauging whether or not she can make the distance between here and Amelia and rip that cord off of her neck all within a matter of seconds.
You see Yui, the sea elf, kind of like who's really observant, watching, kind of looks at you, looks at Amelia, looks at Selena, looks back to you, Ezra, kind of catches your eye, and just kind of, again, really high passive insight, really high wisdom score, kind of looks at you and just kind of gives you a don't even try it sort of look. She's almost reading your intent.
Just say the word, Selena. Our boat's the only one that can get out of here.
No. Remember, we're friendly.
Oh, I know.
These people were my family. You see the turban and go, is someone going to explain to me exactly what's going to happen to me? And you just hear all of the Black Tide sisters just go, shut up, in unison. I think I fancy myself a little Gambit. What do you think? And you see Selena's eyes kind of go wide for half a second, just a show of her fear. She kind of cracks her neck a little bit, straightens her shoulders. You're talking about Neveah's Gambit, right? You did read those history books. I didn't think you were one for studying. We make sure every member of the Black Tide understands the important significance of our history in the Midnight Sea and beyond. What of you? Selena goes, yeah, actually, Amnesty was the one who convinced me to read that book, so maybe he's not so useless. Then it's settled. Neveah's Gambit. My crew against yours. And Selena kind of, give me just a minute. She kind of like beckons the five of you closer to her.
Ezra walks through, and as she does, like she walks through, the Goliath, half orc, and Umi.
Mhm.
And as she does, she kind of like nudges Umi's shoulder, like a "you can watch me, but I'm watching you" sort of nudge, and walks over to Selena.
Klang innocently is gonna ask, this all started because she left for a man? Like, that's all
This is
kind
gonna be
of
fun climbing,
Klang's.
going across the rope. That's the reason I stayed on this side of the boat.
I would say if you kind of take the 10, Gregor, you can
Yeah.
make yourself across with no issue. It just takes a little bit longer outside of combat.
Yeah, no, that's fine. There you go, Andrew. You can move. It's like I'm on the
As
other
you
side now.
as you guys are moving, Amelia will kind of explain to Klang, goes, yeah, Selena spent quite a long while with the Black Tide until she met that pretty boy, Amnesty, and suddenly all of her priorities changed. It's funny what fools do for love, if you can even call it that.
They're mad, so they're mad she's straight. It's just like Klang's most innocent question.
Oh, this is not the time to explain the birds and the bees, Clang.
Selena kind of goes into a football huddle and kind of her arms are up at she gets on Admiral's back and her arms are now sort of like level with Gregor and Azaru as you guys kind of pull into a football huddle.
I should probably go join the join team. Thank you for the information.
Guys, I didn't want to have to do this, but she's calling Neveah's Gambit, and I really can't turn that down now. If I turn that down, they're gonna think I'm the frickin' most pathetic nutsack to ever fucking sail the seas.
Oh, this is what I'm glad I'm proficient in history.
Gregor, go ahead and make me a history check. This is gonna be a DC 20.
Yep. All
Can't.
right.
Oh, I don't think I can help with that.
I can't really help with mental checks.
Hey.
22. I will say memories kind of start flowing back from some of your past lives, and we'll say one of Gregor's many past iterations was probably a pirate at some point. I think that's a fair assumption. I don't know if it's canonical, but
There was, I mean, pirate paladin, sure. It was the ocean
sure.
one.
Okay. Neveah's Gambit is a very, very ancient pirate's rite/game, we'll call it, used when two somewhat equal pirate crews meet and are having a dispute over a mark or over treasure or over a crewmate. It's sort of a somewhat it's certainly violent, but non-lethal way of sort of settling out, disputing a winner, rather than just open bloodshed. This is sort of a, for my One Piece fans, this is as close
I
as
knew
you're gonna
exactly
get
where
to
this was going.
a Davy back fight. Yes.
I can't escape fucking One Piece. The other D&D campaign is in the middle of a One Piece thing. I can't fucking escape this anime.
What's
so
One
good.
Piece?
So
Let me
Gregor,
out.
you would know that a wager is placed by both sides, and if it's that could be a crewmate, that could be a certain amount of gold or treasure, that could be a magic item, but both sides will ante up, and then there's some sort of contest or test of skill between the two crews, and the winner takes all. That's about as much detail as you would know.
She really thinks she's your equal, does she?
Amelia? I guess so. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Black Tide are pretty fucking badass. I mean, I think they would have been completely fine without our intervention there against the onset. But yeah. So they're gonna want some sort of ante from us in exchange for the last piece of 8. She could ask for any one of our magic items, anything that anybody on our side has.
I think I have the perfect thing for him.
Well, here's the thing: is if we're explicitly picking that piece of 8, she's going to get to pick her prize.
I can't volunteer.
It's completely up to Amelia and the Black Tide what they're going to ask for in return.
Okay.
You're priceless there, Clang.
Before we accept this, I need you guys to understand they could, I mean, if we lose, which is, it's a real possibility here, they could take anything from any of you. And I want you guys to understand that in order to accept this fairly, we have to be willing to accept that risk.
These are the risks you make for family.
Tiniest kobold hand on the knee for reassurance.
Ezra nods. She doesn't seem like she has a lot to lose.
Callie?
Yeah, I mean, well, we're already here. What the fuck? I mean, we could
Game out.
potentially try to trick her into being like, "Oh no, don't take that one." She seems
don't
like
know.
she's
If you want, Callie, I mean, you're really convincing. You're a really good actress.
You're not the first to say that. All right. I mean, do we have something specific that we think that like she may?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's interested in the pieces of 8, right? She would have came and fucking hunted me down if she wanted any of ours while we were collecting them.
What if it's you, Selena?
I don't know.
She seems pretty pissed that you left.
They're pissed because, listen, when I first met Amnesty, he was literally starving to death. He was homeless. He was scared. He had nothing. He was just a sweet boy humming a song, freezing to death out in the middle of the winter. And I don't know, maybe I thought he was cute or something, or I liked the song, so I gave him some shelter and gave him a lift. And then, I don't know, the rest is kind of history. We ended up getting sidetracked and met up with Smith and Leilana, and we were adventuring together for years. We had a couple run-ins with the Black Tide, and back then Natalia was the captain. She understood. And somewhere along the way, Mom and Dad adopted me, and we decided to come to Kadoria. I don't know, it's just my life changed. It changed the day I met him, and I don't know, I'll always be thankful to the Black Tide for taking care of me and getting me on my feet and sort of teaching me all the skills I know, but life goes on. Your priorities change. People come and go, and you remember and honor the people that helped you, but I don't know.
I get it. I mean, you don't have to justify it to me. Just seems like she hasn't had a good dick in a while.
Other than the ship, right?
Callie.
That may be a little hard to fit.
I want to cause an earthquake on this boat right now.
Well, you guys okay if I accept and select our prize as that last piece of 8?
Ezra nods yes.
Yeah.
We're already here. Might as well.
She takes a deep breath and kind of breaks the huddle. She steps forward towards Amelia, who's just kind of been waiting there. I accept your challenge of Neveah's Gambit. Amelia goes, very good. I knew you'd come along. Go ahead, darling. Name your prize. Anything we have to offer. And she kind of looks back to the crew, who are all like wide-eyed, like you can see the excitement in their eyes that they're going to get to participate in this Gambit. Selena kind of looks over all of them. You can see Bubbles kind of gives like a little wave. Sarah gives a nod. If my crew bests yours in Neveah's Gambit, I select piece of 8 around your neck as my prize. And that guy. And she points to the Onsetti man in the turban, still like howling and kind of whimpering with the broken fingers. Amelia kind of turns and goes, interesting. Fair enough. If my crew bests your crew in an honorable Neveah's Gambit as our prize, matching in value, honor, and integrity of your selected prize, I select, and she gives a real fine-toothed gaze over each and every one of you, looking at every bauble, every knickknack, every piece of jewelry, every weapon, every piece of armor that you guys have on you.
Kling has drip.
She looks over Callie, taking a look at the cloak. She looks at Sky Splitter, Riptide. She looks at Selena's short bow. She looks at the Flame Tongue short sword. Her eyes do linger on the pieces of 8 around Selena's neck, just a little bit longer than they maybe should. Before they stop on its final prize. Let's make this really interesting. I select the pup as my friend.
Admiral, I knew it. You bitch.
You see Admiral kind of turn and look up at Selena, and Selena's like, nope, pick anything else. Anything else. We'll double it. You name it, we'll double it. She starts throwing swords and arrows and takes off her towel and scarf and kind of throwing it at the ground. Amelia goes, that's not the way this is going to work. I think it's a pretty fair exchange. If anything, you've got the upper hand. My bitch for yours. And she kind of points to the man on the ground.
The guy's just not having a good time.
That's where we're going to call it for tonight, guys.
Woo.
We'll pick up next time with Neveah's Gambit.
All right. Question: are we doing
Sure.
short rest or long rest between this?
I will go ahead and say let's have everybody long rest between this.
Okay.
Oh man, is this the first long rest of a hero tier mission ever?
Well, we've had some long rests before.
The one time I save all my spell slots. It's like, oh yeah, long rest, we're good.
Alrighty, go ahead and take a long rest, folks, and we will pick up on the next hero tier mission with the rules and specifics of Neveah's Gambit.
Hey, Skamos, real quick before we can you go to the Sephiric Rebuke page and tell me if my name is in the bottom right, like for the actual spell page?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look.
I want to know if something I made actually ended up in the wild.
I don't know where I would have to look to see it, but I don't.
It'd be on the actual spell page. It should be like
Yeah,
the
I'm
bottom
taking a
right of
look
the
for it.
description blocks.
I don't see anything in the description for it, but let me look.
It should be like
on.
spell tags available for.
Yeah, that's a fluke because I'm not even seeing it if I search for that one.
Yeah, because this is not a thing. It's like I'm looking at it and it's like the description is exactly the same, and I was like, one of my spells just ended up in the wild in a campaign
list. So
yeah, it's not a shared list.
I was handed this, so
I was gonna say, did you? Was it like during one of the missions that you BM'd? Maybe that was one of the prizes.
Maybe. I don't believe so, but I was just like, whoa, one of my spells ended up in the wild in a game that I'm in.
That's awesome. Alrighty, guys. So to be continued. Nice job so far. No Tealeaf points just yet because the mission has not completed, but viewer's choice did go to Ezra. So Ezra, you can go ahead and take your extra Tealeaf point there. And I did see that cash in earlier for the tickets or the Electrum in the Twitch chat. So congratulations, I have 2 Tealeaf points. Very nice. Thank you guys. We had a lot of new viewers, a couple raids there. Sorry I didn't shout it out during the game. I just don't want to interrupt the flow, but I see you in the corner and we appreciate all the new love and all the new follows and everything. Thank you guys so much. If you're interested in learning more about our campaign, !join will get you a Discord link. You can come hang out, meet all of us, get involved, make a character, learn how to play with us. It'll be awesome. Looks like we have a raid out to the Vampiric Bistro, so make sure to give them all the Tealeaf Adventuring Company love. Again, no game next week. Dungeon Daddy's going to be on vacation. We're going to have adventure tier game on the 23rd, and then the Callie backstory mission on the 30th. So stay tuned for all that good stuff. Until then, have a great weekend. Take good care of yourself because you deserve it. Reach out to a friend you haven't talked to in a while. And if nothing else, please be kind because it's free and it matters. We love you very much. We will see you in 2 weeks. Until then, toodles.
Toodles.